It's hard out here for a filmmaker when you're trying to get the scenes and the gear. Got the shot callers Mike Calvo on the track, and your buoy with the cam. We gon' put it on the map. Every frame we shoot, man, it costs a little hustle. Trying to find the props, plus the budget's got muscle. From the indie grind lights and the lenses we chase. Building up a vision, every story got a place. Casting calls late, scripts rewrote twice. Gotta fight for the dream, pay the sacrifice. It in it dawn, soundtrack in the mix. Turning struggle into gold with them cinematic tricks. It's hard out here for a filmmaker when you're trying to turn a dream to a scene. Get that paper shot, callers in the booth. Yeah, we tell it how it is. Y'all boy Calvo making movies for the kids. It's hard out here for a filmmaker when you're trying to turn a dream to a scene. It's hard out here for a filmmaker when you're trying to get the scenes and the gear. Got the shot callers Mike Calvo on the track, and your buoy with the cam. We gon' put it on the map. Every frame we shoot, man, it costs a little hustle. Trying to find the props, plus the budget's got muscle. From the indie grind lights and the lenses we chase. Building up a vision, every story got a place. Casting calls late, scripts rewrote twice. Gotta fight for the dream, pay the sacrifice. It is.
Yo, yo, yo. One moment, please.
Shoot now, laugh later.
Oh, Lord. There we go.
All right. Hey. Hello. We have made it again to another episode of the Shot Callers Podcast. We thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight. If you can look around and tell, we are outside of our natural podcast studio. We had another little makeshift setup and some technical things happening behind the scenes, but we are here again with you all tonight for another episode. Again, I am Calvo here with my guy.
Yo, this is your buoy.
Ya boo.
Your buoy. Sean, KKLE, Kalani on the Ole Makoto, your buoy. Hawaiian, baby. Let's go. What's up, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. How's work?
It's going well, man. My students definitely keep me entertained. We are slowly moving beyond making storyboards and starting to make movies, animations now. And so that is fun. You know what? Y'all tune in next week. I'm going to bring some of the animations that my kids made, and I'll show y'all some of the creativity that's going on behind the scenes. I get their permission first. But, we got some great things going on in the classroom. So I'm very proud and very excited for the things that my students are doing.
That's dope, man. That's dope. No protest ice in their storyboards.
They protest everything in their storyboards.
They just want to get out of class, bro.
They protest the storyboards.
Exactly.
Man, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole or just way, but our country, 'tis a V.
It's all good, man. Just speak your mind. Even though you don't know what you're talking about sometimes, on each side, it's all good.
Yeah.
Just at least you can speak your mind.
But I will say, like, my kids, I'm not really gonna dive into it, but my kids, they some of them are very headstrong, and they stand for what they want, and so I cannot comment or say anything. But no, kids these days are very opinionated, and not even dealing with ICE, but just in general.
Yeah.
And they will definitely tell you how they feel about anything. And so for me, I'm entertained every single day in the classroom, right? There is never a dull moment working with high school kids. I'm sure anyone who has high school kids or who has worked with high school kids, they can definitely agree with you. But like I said, I'm very excited for the work that they're doing. And it's cool just to see, like stuff that I'm passionate about. A lot of kids, when they first started taking the class, weren't passionate about it. But like to see them kind of like maneuver and find that passion that like starting to become passionate about something that I'm so passionate about, it makes me smile every day. And so, yeah.
That's always a good feeling, bro.
I know. I'm like, you know what? And then, like, sometimes kids you just don't think they listening to you, And then when they do something to show that they actually listening, I'll be like, oh, okay, check you out now,
Man, that's just like my regular kids. They don't want to listen. They're like, "Oh, Dad, I didn't know." But same thing with me too. My dad, I didn't listen to him. But every day that I learn and grow older, I'm becoming more and more like my dad. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel the same way. My dad was a school teacher, and so I find myself picking up on a lot of things that he did in the classroom. And it's, I think you probably have the same moments where you just kind of sit back and smile like, oh man, like, or you be like, damn, I really am turning into this man. But it's all good stuff.
exactly. And I didn't want to be like my dad when I was younger, but every day I'm becoming more and more like him. And I want my kids to do the things that I do, become an entrepreneur but they want to do their own thing.
I know, because even me in the classroom, like, everyone who knows me, like, I was in the classroom, but I did not see myself finding my way back to the classroom. But it's cool, being able to be fortunate enough to be in the classroom and, like, still teach the stuff that I'm actively working in and,
That's
like,
dope.
passionate about. Definitely blessed for that opportunity. Shout out to my Eagles.
All right, Pine Forest, let's get it.
The best out here. Y'all heard me. But nah, again, we thank y'all for tuning in with us. Outside of that, how's everything going with you? Any new projects, anything, you booey?
No, man, same old client work, just doing a couple more podcasts. Photo shoots is ramping up.
Oh yeah,
About to be
holiday time.
about to be prom shoots and about to be grad shoots. Hit me up if you need a grad shoot. Hit Calva or myself up for grad any kind of shoots. We do everything.
That's true.
That's it, man. Just regular schmegler. And you guys want to learn about what we do? I always get hit up in the DM that people want to do this, but you got to just keep hitting me up, man, because, man, we had to learn from YouTube. We had to learn as we went, you know what I'm saying? Make a lot of mistakes and learn from that. So
That's true. I mean, like I said, we talked about on here, like, if it's something that you're passionate about, you got to just find a way to just do it, right? We talked about before where we just, like, we shot a lot of stuff and we made a lot of mistakes. Still sometimes make mistakes, like, you're never perfect. No one's ever perfect, right? No matter how good you get, like, a mistake is always going to be made, right? But you just shoot it, you make that mistake, you learn from it, and you laugh about it later, right? And I think that's not only, like, with just film, but, like, life in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do stuff, you make mistakes, you learn from it, you shake it off, you laugh about it, and you know not to make that mistake again. Or like, maybe I should do something different next time, right? I think that's just part of learning.
Exactly. I've learned many mistakes, bro.
I feel
The
like
shooting, messing up the ISO, the autofocus. Back then when we didn't have autofocus, man, my highest viewing video is autofocus, bro. Has 1.8 million views out of focus.
that's the thing. Like, focus for you talk about focus. For me, white balance.
Yeah,
I ain't know nothing about. I mean, and we can go more into detail about, like, what that actually means for the people who are tuning in, who don't really have much balance, like, knowledge about white balance or, like, focus. Because, like, man, that's a whole nother subject. But for me, I used to screw up on that stuff. Like, I didn't know, And if you watching with us live, thank you. Y'all be sure to drop say hey in the comments. We get the comments live. So I say, okay, Edward, make a mistake means you are learning. Exactly. And that's what I try to instill with my students too. Like it's okay to make mistakes. Like I feel like the biggest mistakes I made were the biggest lessons that I learned. You know, some I'm not proud of, but I think we all have mistakes that we're not proud of, right? But like you just said, you know, until you actually know, I said this so well earlier. Until you realize what you don't know what to do, then you will find what you actually need to do.
Exactly.
Somewhere along lines of that. But yeah,
And Edward, man, that was a dope show. Dope shoot you did with that ballerina at over at Studio 2215, bro. That was fire, bro. So shout out to you. You always do good work, bro. But just one thing before you say something, talking about white balance. If you have a Sony camera, you can you see this little cap right here. There's one that comes with your lenses, and then there's one that's comes with your camera. And see, this is your own little grade card, so you can go to your white balance, and every scene you go to, in different lighting situation, you just set your white balance to this little thing right here. You don't have to buy those $100 grade cards. You just buy this little. I mean, you just use this what comes with your camera, and you set your white balance to this, and your white balance is always going to be set. So super important for either photography or videography. Use this little cap right here to set your white balance.
shoot, you teaching me. And you know, I shoot with Sunny too. I never knew that.
Yeah, just normally the one that comes on your lens mount, you know, that little, use that, just put them right in front of your camera like that. Someone hold it, set your white balance, boom, you're set. So
That's awesome.
that's why they made it this color.
You taught me something new here because I just, you know, like any other, I feel like photographer or videographer, I stuff that bad boy, I put it in my pocket and just go.
I mean, but I always eye my white balance. You know, daylight I sit around 5600, you know, and then if I have my own lights, I normally set around 3500 or something, you know, for indoor lighting, and then accordingly. But it makes a big difference when you try to match cameras or match scenes. You're doing different takes and everything. Just set that white balance. Don't leave it on auto. You're gonna be in a roll to hurt when you're trying to finish the scene, and the color of a dress will be purple, and then turn blue, and then turn back to purple. That's where it's gonna make a big difference. It's gonna change your colors. It's just gonna be a lot of work in the end in post. Whereas if you set your white balance correctly, you just save so much time, and it makes everything look crispier. You know.
I agree. Because when you said that, that's like one of the mistakes, how I learned really with white balance. It's like I was shooting with Sony, and then my guy who was making films with me, he was shooting on Canon, and we were both we didn't know what we were doing. We were just out here just trying to make something and shooting stuff, and then get to the edit and trying to match it, and white balance is just completely off. And so it was where we had to do which that was a mistake that taught us a whole nother lesson of trying to fix stuff in post. And so, which still didn't come out completely correct, but, you know, it was a whole nother lesson that we just had to learn how to do when we could have just learned how to, you know, we didn't know about white balance. So it's not like we would have sought out to learn how to do it first, but, you know, like I said, until you do something you don't know what to do and you make that mistake, like, you realize, okay, like this is what I need to do as far as even preparation before I start shooting to set stuff this way, and you know, kind of look at that from different camera angles and stuff.
Exactly. Shout out to my boy Willow out there.
Shout out to Willow.
He's about to do big things. Oh, I'm gonna do another thing too. While we're over here, if you guys have movie scripts or you're trying to flesh out a project, you're trying to give it to other people, you can actually go to. I use this a lot, actually.
Also, while you looking that up, Edward, thank you. Thank you. And shout out to Willow.
All right, pull this up. Ooh, block that as always. All right, so if you guys go to I use this thing called Notebook LM.
Is that new?
No, I think I showed it to you. Oh, see, let me not put that stuff in here. I should have. Like someone gave me a script today, and you just go to Notebook LM. I can't put that in there.
This not the one that make the podcast, is it?
Let me click off of here because I got someone else's stuff on here. Don't want to get in trouble.
What's the one that does the podcast? You can put a script in there and it makes the podcast about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to show.
Oh, that's
people.
what this is.
Because someone gave me a script today.
Okay, yeah.
Man, I'm just not like a good reader, but if you want something that'll kind of talk to you in podcast form,
Yeah, that's
so
what
you
I
can
thought.
just listen to it.
that
That's
this
what I'm doing
was.
right now. Let me. I don't know why, what's wrong?
Go to create notebook.
I already have a notebook. Okay, here we go. Boom. See, I got this. I'll just go through this quick so you can't see what I'm doing. But you can upload your script into Notebook LM. Okay, and then you can click on the audio. It creates a little audio podcast, and hopefully it'll play. Let me see. I'll hit this.
With her.
And AI is
Auntie
just
Jam
a
is a force of
MFer.
nature. Just pure, unfiltered desire.
She is the eyed, which brings us to the next layer of unmasking. Simone.
Okay, let's unpack Simone. She's Deja's younger sister who crashes the party. She's a grad student, wears cardigans buttoned all the way up, super religious. The whole group treats her like she's made of glass.
She's the good girl archetype, the one who does everything right. But the environment of that house is a catalyst. She finds some brownies on the
Okay,
counter.
so while you're doing that,
She's
it
too
actually creates
Thinking they're
like
made
a
with
17-minute
Auntie Jam clarifies later. Love
17-minute
and weed,
podcast
dime
of
bag in
whatever you
each.
stick in there. Either you can put
not an
a
expert,
project
that
together, get a whole bunch of
For
YouTube
a
links,
newbie,
and put
it's
that
a
in there.
construct
It'll create this little
amount of
podcast so we
THC,
can kind of
ego
just
death
help you
dose,
flesh out that
but
project.
narratively, it's a
Also on
truth
here, they have this
serum.
thing called Mind Map that
As
it
the
just
edibles
created.
hit, Simone just deconstructs her own persona.
Right here.
They all think they need to protect her
And then
innocence,
see,
but she
the
reveals
break-
she's
actually,
actually more
here's the
sexually
name of
adventurous than all of them
the
combined.
movie.
It is hilarious.
And then gives
She
you,
admits she's not a
it breaks it
virgin. She
down
had a
into
threesome
the
with her
journey of
study
that
group.
character,
And
the
my
group.
favorite part,
And
she
it's
let a
different for
statistics
each one, so
professor,
this can be different every time.
eat her
But you can go
ass
into like the
for an
key
A.
themes of this
It's
script.
funny,
Let me
yes,
turn this
but
off.
look at the theme again. Everyone is performing a role. Simone performs innocence because that's what gets her approval. But inside,
But you go into key
she's
themes,
messy
just
and
breaks down,
complicated.
see sisterhood and
Brownies
support,
just rip the
betrayal,
mask off.
forgiveness,
So the
living
house
authentically,
shatters the
resilience, and
atmosphere, the
after
cook
trauma.
shatters safety,
So you
the
can
stripper
use this
shatters
and
their
send it out to your
prejudices,
team
and
when
the
you're trying to
brownies
make a
shatter
movie,
innocence.
and you just helping
So-
flesh out
Pressure's
that
building.
project.
And then
Pause the
doorbell
what you call it real
rings.
quick.
Yeah, let me go
This-
back.
All right, so if I send you a script right now, can we do it live?
Yeah, let's do it live. Send me the script, bro. Let's do that.
All right,
That's what's up.
because you know I'm making a movie right now. Also,
Yeah.
y'all, speaking of which, I'm making a movie right now, and I'm really making a movie.
Movie,
We making
feature,
we making a
feature
movie
length.
movie over here, you all. And it has been easy. It's been. I have not slept in like 8 days. And I'm very excited about it. We haven't started making the movie yet, but we're doing everything to make the movie. With that being said, if you want to act in a movie, I have a casting call that's out right now. Y'all be sure to check that out. You can find it on my personal Facebook page under Calvo Griffin, or you can follow the film page under Sweet Dreams and check and tap into the casting call. We have several roles that we're just trying to cast, as well as we will, if you want to just be in the movie and not have any speaking lines, definitely have several scenes that will require extras, and we would love to just have you on set. If you want to help out behind the scenes in any type of way, please feel free to reach out in that aspect as well. We have a lot of exciting and a lot of active moving parts going on right now as far as the film and pre-production. And so I'm excited. I'm like,
I'm excited for you, bro.
it's some good stuff coming up. And so again, this is definitely something where I need all the help that I can get. And so
And you don't have to be an actor if you want to be on set to just help with the
Yeah.
production behind the camera. Come out.
it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. And so that is my little plug real quick. All right. I'm airdropping this to you, your buoy.
Mac Mini.
Gotcha. It just
Oh, there we go. All right, so we're gonna do this live.
A little spoiler alert, y'all. This is the actual confidential script for the film, so y'all might get a little sneak peek.
Okay, so let me go back here. Oh, just got all this confidential stuff here. Let me do better. Boom. There we go.
All right, so what? Oh, is that me? Yeah. So that's the what we have pulled up right now is the casting call for some of the roles that we are looking for. The main role that I'm really looking for, I'm looking for all of those roles, right? But I'm really trying to find someone for the role of Ivy, who's a supporting cast member, as well as the remaining roles that are listed right there. Lewis, Dr. Sanderfield, Abigail, Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins. So if you are interested in acting, please reach out, right? Also, I want to point out one thing about casting call auditions, right? Because this is a question that comes up often when people look at casting calls, right? So, for example, if you're looking at the screen with us, right, and you'll see where a casting call calls for the role of Ivy, who is supporting female, black or ambiguous race, right? And then it has the age range 30s to 40s, right? So a lot of times when people see the age range on casting calls, they themselves think like, I cannot audition for this role because I do not fall between the age of 30s to 40s, right? So when you look at a casting call and it has an age range on it, that age range is not for you specifically. Basically, what it is asking or saying, right, is that we are looking for someone who can play a character that would fall within this age range, right? So if you are, for example, 25, right, but you look as if you could play somebody in their 30s, audition for it, like put in for it, right? Or say, you are, that role calls for someone mid 30s, mid 20s to 30s, right? So say you 40 something and you like, oh, well, like I can look, or I look like someone in my 30s, right? Put in for it. So basically the age range is not the age that you are, it's the age of the character, right? And when you go out and you audition, a lot of times casting directors, I want to say it's actually like, might be forbidden against like SAG, according to SAG laws, right? For a casting director to actually ask you your age. And so a lot of times a casting director will never ask you your age, right? They are going to just go merely off of what they see, right? And so if I look at you and I see someone in they 20s, 30s, 50s, whatever age group, and you fit that persona, more than likely you will be placed in the callback round, and you'll be advanced depending on your self-tape or performance if it's live, right? But again, I just want to just say that real quick when it comes to casting call, 'cause that is one thing that I often get is when people kind of see the age range, and it kind of encourages or discourages them to participate. But yeah, all right, now we'll keep going. So y'all stay in for this. This is pretty cool coming up.
All right, so what I'm gonna do here is share my screen real quick. I'm gonna go back to Notebook LM, create a new new notebook. All right, then all you do is just upload your files. So if you want to upload a script, just get it. Just send it to me too. We got a date added.
There you go. Towards about
There it is, right
Yeah.
there.
that's it.
All right, you upload your scripts. It's gonna analyze it right here.
This is
Notebook LM's been running really slow today, so hopefully this will do it all in real time for you guys.
This is exciting stuff. So basically, once it uploads, it's going to break down the script in the podcast format for us. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's going to start to break it down. It's going to start to, even Jeff uses this now to help teach his classes. It'll give you quizzes and questions, break down your script, create an audio podcast.
Really?
It'll create a video podcast now.
How does that? Okay.
Does all, yeah. I tried it earlier. It's kind of down. It's kind of slow today. Google's just, I think it's just analyzing.
So yeah, Notebook LM, everyone. This is pretty cool. So you said it gives like quizzes and stuff too?
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and hit this audio thing and see if this will. It won't do that yet. It's got to analyze it right here. Normally it doesn't take this long. Well, while that uploads, and then I'll just bring up Color Cavalry. It's already out. We already did the movie. And boom, see, it just gives you breakdown, gives you little questions here. It'll give you flashcards. I can do a mind map.
That's kind of cool.
See all these things. I've never seen all these little slide decks. Okay, let's see what this is. Boom, mind map. So it's here, The Color Cavalry, written by Jermaine J. Williams. We filmed this, and we're still submitted to festivals. But you can go in here, and it breaks down your characters. Boom. Slide this. There you go. Oh, there we go. Here's characters.
Oh, wow.
So we got Jaden, we got Marshall, Tiana, see? And then you can just take a deep dive. Boom. Brooklyn teenage rapper, Jake Camo persona. Learns family legacy. Marshall. Jaden's grandfather, guardians of history. Yeah, so it just breaks it down.
So it really does break down each character.
Yeah.
That's
And then it has the themes of your movie. Boom. Ancestral legacies, science versus truth, identity and roots, generational courage, symbolisms, cavalry medallion, the fire. So it breaks down your script, and it'll tell you things about your script you don't even know, or something that you thought of but you just forgot. You got the key plot elements, historical discoveries, go down some more. Jesse Johnson photo, medallion, buried graves.
Man.
So yes, you can really hit all these key points while you're editing the movie or making sure you get the right shots.
That's wild.
So yeah, it's just look at all this. It's just, and you can do this with any project. So if you're trying to do a documentary or any type of research for anything, you can go on and put YouTube clips in here. So you can go, if you're trying to research, I don't know, about the Egyptian pyramids, you can pull like 10 YouTube videos, put them all in here. It'll consolidate all of it and just do a heavy breakdown of everything.
That's wild.
Yeah, let me go to the.
Is this free?
I mean, I pay for Google, so I'm not sure. I think it is. All right, let's go back to Nightmare on Magnolia Lane, right?
No, that's not me.
Yeah, it is. They just write their own titles, bro.
I'm like, do I have a Magnolia Lane in here? I guess I.
Okay,
don't.
see, quiz.
So what the quiz to say?
Flash
How's it?
Pro.
Okay, all right. No, that's cool. Explain the connection between.
Slide deck. You just hit all these things: audio, video, mind map. See if anything gets created. Data. I don't know what data tables. We'll click on everything, bro. See if anything. Okay, here's your thing. Here we go. Central characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
See, just like that. Now it just breaks down your script. Flesh out your script. You want to talk about your script with everybody, or you're trying to do a pitch deck, trying to sell it to people.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Oh.
And if you're getting bored with your script, this will just help you out. Plot elements, the mass shooting, supernatural entity, key supporting characters. Right? That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah. See, just. I just think it just helps out the writer because it just makes you feel like
It's
someone's paying attention to you, you know? Hey, man. Let's look at the major conflicts in this movie. James versus the witch, James versus Jasper.
yeah. Some stuff is legit. Some stuff is a little extreme.
But this is unprompted, bro. This is me.
Yeah,
You can
this
go
is-
on there
yeah.
and put in a prompt, and you can kind of direct. This is just they're trying to just figure out what you want to do. But this has no prompt on it. You normally someone would add a prompt, like you want to break down. Hey, can you break down this scene? The Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then hey, how can I make this more? Whatever you want it to make. You know, it just do a deeper dive for yourself. You know.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, this thing is super dope.
How you get it to talk?
I hit that one. Let me see. It's still working on that audio overview. It'll do a video overview. Let's look at these flashcards. Oh, okay. See, if you were like if you were a teacher, and I don't know, you didn't read your lesson, you put your whole lesson in here, and then you just flashcards. Who is a protagonist of Sweet Dreams? Who suffers from severe sleep paralysis? Oh, it's the answer. Boom. This is dope, bro.
That is kind of cool.
Flashcards. Cena, what's this? Oh, boom.
Oh, it breaks down the scenes.
Yeah, see? You can even do your shot list off of this.
You really can.
So, I seen you like just go ahead and cut it with scissors and stuff. But right here, it just does it for you. You can do your whole shot list off of this. That's dope. What else I got in here? Script quiz. Yeah, this normally generating the audio normally doesn't take that long.
I know, this is cool.
Let me go back to this real quick. I think we did generate the video here. Oh, here's the audio.
Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine the bright lights and just the loud energy of a Brooklyn hip hop scene
Yeah.
crashing headfirst into the quiet, red dirt of rural Alabama. What happens when a young artist, totally focused on viral fame and social media likes, suddenly finds himself confronting a buried violent history he never even knew existed?
Right, and that's the journey laid out in the source we're diving into today.
That's AI, people.
It's called The Colored Cavalry.
Right.
It's a powerful narrative
AI
that takes us on
podcast.
one young man's completely unexpected path of self-discovery.
You could probably monetize that and make your own podcast. You don't want to do a podcast, but you want to put some content up. You could probably do it with this.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool,
Man,
bro.
the more you know, that's just wild. Like, man, AI is crazy. Like, it just, we used to say technology, but it's not even really technology hasn't changed much outside of the fact of like adding in like AI, like.
I know, but it's tools, man. Everybody's scared, like, oh, this and that, but
I mean,
it just helps you just open your mind a little bit more, so you can create like videos like on VO3, but you can use that for as a reference. So when you go out to shoot, you can kind of know how you want to shoot it.
And that's what they say. Like, use it for the tool, right? I ain't gonna lie, cause me and Chatty helps me out a lot, but it's so many more that I've been introduced to that I hadn't really dived in yet. It's just crazy just to think about like how all of that all that knowledge, like now people really just have no excuse not to like do anything or know anything, right? Because like knowledge is really at our fingertips. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I try to stay on it because there's just so much but it does get a little bit expensive because you got to buy those credits to render things out. But try to stay on top of it because it just makes your job easier, Plus, if you want to just learn a different type of shot, because like this thing called Higgs field, Am I logged in? Let me see.
See, I've never heard of this either.
I wonder if I'm in my right. Oh. Does it have my videos in here? Asset
What
library?
you looking up?
I'm just trying to find my stuff. No, because I made that little. Let me see.
Are you sharing your screen? No.
I'm gonna share it right now. There we go. Like on Higgsfield, everybody was making those ChatGPT, hey,
characters.
talk about me. So I did the same thing, but then I went in here and I created used Nano Banana to create different pictures of my little, I guess, ChatGPT thing. Everything everybody was doing.
The
And
little
I
characters.
just made them do different things. Let's see. Oh yeah, I play this like this here. See, but sometimes you gotta generate because it's weird. But then I'll use like a couple seconds and clip it in. Like here, just I go in Nano Banana. It'll create the picture, and then you go into I think this is Kling, and this actually creates the this Kling Omni, and actually animates your picture. You just gotta give it direction. Some of these even look like doesn't even look like real, bro.
It does. So
It's me in the skinnier, like me about 10 years ago, but hey. So yeah, there's just so much stuff you can do in
So
here,
seeing
bro.
this makes me think about it's another filmmaker who lives out here in the Gulf Coast, David Hoffman, Dr. David Hoffman. Put a little respect on his name. Shout out to him. But he recently just released. He created a full movie using AI technology. I believe it came out like today, actually on Tubi. I'm gonna plug it in for him real quick. It's called Moses. It's about Moses. Let me look it up because I don't want to mislead. But basically, he made the entire film using AI,
Okay.
and it came like I've seen the trailer for it, and it actually came out really well. I'm looking it up real quick, y'all. Hold on one moment. Yep, his name is Dr. David Hoffman, and the movie is called Moses, Born of Water and Fire. It's on Tubi. It just came out today, but he created the whole film using AI. That's it. And he lives here in Pensacola.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so I'm gonna reach out to him, and we're gonna try to see if we can get him in on the podcast
Oh, yeah.
because I would love to just hear his process in making that film.
Let me just turn the volume down. Let me go to share this.
Because I thought it was really cool how it came out.
Okay, Tubi doesn't block, so that's what's up.
Like, yeah, the whole thing was created using AI, and I'm like, man, just go like scene for scene.
That's a lot of credits. How long is this? An hour? Man,
Yeah.
this is a lot of credits, bro. But you can get the expensive plan. It's like $200 a month. Well, if you're trying to do something like this, it's definitely worth it. It's just trying to get these characters consistent. That's like the main thing. Once AI can make your characters consistent, I mean, these look pretty consistent. Let me look at the.
And like I said, like the film actually came out really well.
No, it looks great. Just the physics look different, but hey, I would play the audio. That's probably the most important thing. I just want to
But like,
demonetize us. Yeah, I mean, not demonetize
but
us, but
just the way it was put together, like you can tell, but you can't. Like, you know, you get so enwrapped in the story.
yeah, and that's
of
the whole
everything.
thing, the story, bro. If you make the story great, then
And yeah, I'm like I said, I thought it came out well, and just the amount of time that went into it, I'm definitely interested. And I would love to, like I said, we'll try to see if we can reach out to him and bring him on the podcast. But definitely an innovator as far as filmmaking goes and like, because we talk about AI being the future, right? In different aspects, but to take it and like create a whole film using it as a tool, right? Like, if we were to create a film of that magnitude in person, right, it would take millions of dollars, right? Whether we were doing it live action or even animation, right, to just take all that time to draw it out. But like, he used the tools that he had to just like piece it together, like I'm assuming line by line, really, you know.
yeah.
And so I think we might have talked about it on this show before. It's like, do you think eventually, like, this is one of the first of its kind, right? And it was cool. But like, do you think that's gonna be the future of where filmmaking goes eventually?
I mean, I guess it depends on the need. You know, if someone actually just goes out here and keeps making this type of content and makes some good stories to hook people, then I don't know for not for major, but I mean, if you look at like the Marvel movies, that's a lot of CGI. I mean, that's essentially AI. You know,
Yeah,
because everything is all the backgrounds are green screened and they're putting special effects and everything. So I don't know. I would have to see a good narrative, a good drama. You know.
and I feel like even like with like him, it was all like original characters and stuff, right? So I just thought it was cool. But then thinking back to like, what was it, last year before last, when they had the big strike, you know, that was one of the main things that the actors were striking about, was like that they didn't want their likeness to be sold to.
Oh yeah, I understand that. You're like using your likeness, you know, to make a movie sell like that Black Mirror movie, not movie series, where they I guess kind of redid Netflix, and then they remade everybody's faces to make the movie. Have you seen that one?
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's
An episode of Black Mirror.
yeah, where they made the likeness. Let me look at Black Mirror. I think what's her name? What's up? What's like?
You looking it up?
I'm trying to. I forget.
Oh yeah, Black Mirror is pretty good though.
Yes, I haven't watched it lately.
I watched the last season. It was I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, this episode with what's her name?
Selma Hayek.
Yeah, Salma Hayek. That episode.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I have to
Because
check.
the episode is about using her likeness to make the movies and the episodes and everything. And they put like an episode within the episode. It was kind of a reality show of someone getting murdered, but it's actually in real life. But then they put it in the Netflix movie at the same time. So basically, like as we're talking here, the episode would be about us talking here at the same moment you're watching the movie. So it just does it in real
Like
time.
a loop.
Yeah, but it actually puts your real life in real time while they release the episode.
Oh wow,
So you
that's
click on it and it's you in real life, and then they just add different things to it. So and you gotta watch it, bro. It's pretty good.
check that out.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
it's so many different things you could do for real. Like, uh, it's crazy the amount of stuff you can actually do if you really like. We talk about the stuff that you can accomplish if you really put your mind to it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you really put your mind to it and think outside the box, like, it's endless possibilities of like the stuff that you could do.
Exactly. Even you being right here with this podcast, we could, if we didn't go live, we could actually, if we did a pre-recorded podcast, I could take a picture of you right now and I could build a set around you. So if you don't have the money for a set, you could build a set around you in Photoshop and then put your video in the Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
I do get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I can be somewhere else.
But let me let's see. Let me take your picture real quick. Okay, so I took a picture of Calvo. I'm gonna upload it to Photoshop's gotten so good. Can't even up this one. Here we go. Updated Photoshop in here. Let's see. Change this to.
Sorry,
This
I'm a
doesn't.
little congested.
Hope this doesn't shut down my. See what you can do. So you can take your picture here. You take
That's
your
not a bad picture.
Man, I don't even have my. So you can take a picture here. I need my other thing here. This work. You know, then you can just do the little generative expand thing here. Expand, generate. So you can actually mask yourself into a better set. Just got to go in here and expand it a little bit. Photoshop's been running quicker too, so you can expand it out a little bit. I'm just do this.